Recent statements by former President Donald Trump regarding Canadian oil have sparked significant debate, revealing a dramatic and contradictory shift in his approach. Previously, Trump dismissed Canadian oil imports as unnecessary, emphasizing American energy self-sufficiency. However, he has now reversed his stance, advocating for the reconstruction of the Keystone XL pipeline to directly connect Canadian oil fields with U.S. refineries. This abrupt change underscores a critical reality. While Trump seeks to project strength by downplaying Canada's importance, he simultaneously acknowledges the U.S. energy sector's heavy reliance on Canadian resources. Trump's conflicting messages have fueled controversy. In recent months, he has oscillated between harsh criticism of Canada, famously declaring, "We don't need Canadian oil," and calls for rebuilding critical energy infrastructure like the Keystone XL pipeline. In a recent media post, Trump criticized the Biden administration for canceling the project, stating, "Our country is doing really well, and today, I was just thinking that the company building the Keystone XL pipeline, which was viciously jettisoned by the incompetent Biden administration, should come back and get it built now." He emphasized his administration's commitment to energy independence and streamlined approvals for such projects. The Keystone XL pipeline has long been a contentious issue. Initially proposed in 2008, the project aimed to transport 830,000 barrels of oil per day from Alberta's oil sands to U.S. refineries in the Gulf Coast. Proponents argue that the pipeline would enhance North American energy security, create thousands of jobs, and reduce reliance on overseas oil. However, opponents highlight significant environmental risks, including potential oil spills and increased greenhouse gas emissions from oil sands extraction, which produces 81% more emissions than conventional oil drilling. The pipeline's proposed route through the ecologically sensitive Ogallala Aquifer further intensified opposition, as a spill could devastate one of North America's largest freshwater sources. The project faced numerous political and regulatory hurdles. In 2015, President Barack Obama rejected the pipeline, citing environmental concerns. President Trump revived it in 2017, but President Biden revoked its permit on his first day in office in 2021, aligning with his administration's focus on renewable energy. Following the revocation, TC Energy, the pipeline's developer, officially terminated the project and began dismantling infrastructure. Despite Trump's recent push to revive the pipeline, significant challenges remain, including regulatory barriers, environmental opposition, and the fact that much of the pipeline's materials have been repurposed or sold. In addition to the Keystone XL debate, Trump has escalated tensions with Canada by imposing a 25% tariff on Canadian imports, set to take effect on March 3, 2025. 155. The Canadian government plans to impose reciprocal tariffs on $55 billion worth of U.S. goods. The first phase, effective immediately, will impose tariffs on $155 billion worth of U.S. goods. The first phase, effective immediately, will impose tariffs on $30 billion worth of U.S. imports, including agricultural products like beef, pork, and dairy, as well as consumer goods and industrial materials. The second phase, set for March 25, 2025, will target an additional $125 billion in U.S. imports, including automotive products, aerospace components, and critical minerals like lithium and cobalt. Canada is also exploring non-tariff measures, such as restricting U.S. companies from participating in Canadian government procurement projects and considering export controls on critical resources like oil and natural gas. These measures reflect a broader strategy to protect Canadian economic interests while minimizing harm to consumers and businesses. The Ontario Liquor Board, for example, has announced plans to remove U.S.-produced alcoholic beverages from store shelves, further signaling Canada's commitment to supporting domestic industries. Trump's rhetoric has taken an even more confrontational turn, with repeated suggestions that Canada should become the 51st state of the United States. He claimed, "We pay hundreds of billions to subsidize Canada. Without this, Canada ceases to exist as a viable country. Therefore, Canada should become our cherished 51st state." These comments have been met with outrage from Canadian leaders. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau dismissed the idea as unrealistic, while Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre firmly stated, Canada will never be the 51st state. We are a strong, independent, sovereign country. The U.S.-Canada energy relationship remains deeply interconnected. Canada is the largest supplier of crude oil to the